Hi, I'm Rob Clayton from Clayton's Kitchen in Bath. I'm the chef and owner, and we've been established now for over 7 years. And today I've teamed up with Bertman Wines to create a little sea bass dish. I had some sea bass in the freezer, so I thought I'd bring it out, and some couscous that I found in the pantry. So we're going to put this little dish together. We're going to serve it with this delicious Meursault 2017 that's on the list in the restaurant as my favourite ever wine. And then you can buy these 6 wines from Bertman's if you use the promotional code that's on the screen, and then that will enable you to get 5% off the whole box, and 12.5% of that goes back to help for hospitality. So that would be fantastic if you can order off Bertman Wines. I think they're going to do it in a 6 and a 12 case. So to start off with, we're going to use some wholemeal couscous that I found. I think that's roughly around 170 grams there. And on the stove, I've got 200 mils of water just bringing to the boil. To the water, I'm just going to add half a stock cube, a vegetable stock cube, and just let that boil away. And then I'm going to chop 1 shallot really finely. You could use a red onion if you haven't got a shallot, or just a normal onion is fine. Just slice it up as small as you can. 1 red pepper. And then I'm going to serve it with some White Valley asparagus. You don't have to use asparagus, you could use courgettes or green beans or anything like that. It's just I happen to have some asparagus in. That goes straight into there. That's all the dry ingredients together. I'm just going to give that a stir up. Like that. Give it a good stir in. And then to that, we're just going to season the vegetable stock with a little bit of pepper. So a little bit of salt, not too much, and a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, like that. Doesn't have to be extra virgin olive oil, could be a pumice, but I just think the flavour's really good in that. And then that just goes straight onto your couscous. That's roughly about 200 millilitres of stock. I'm going to give that a mix together, like that. And then I'm just going to let it sit with some cling film or a little plastic covering on top, and that'll be ready when it's ready. Now we're just going to put the asparagus in the oven. So just get a little dish like that. Drizzle a little bit of little pumice oil on, like that. Don't have to be extra virgin at this stage. And then we're just going to take off the woody bits from the asparagus, drop them in there. Like that. Roughly 2 or 3 pieces each. They're quite thick ones, these. Give them a good toss in the olive oil, and then we're just going to season them with salt and pepper. Just a bit of pepper, a little bit of salt, and then I'm just going to pick some nice thyme from the garden. You don't have to use fresh thyme, you could just use some dried herbs if you haven't got any fresh herbs in the garden, but I just happen to have some lovely thyme, a little bit of rosemary. And they just go straight into there, like that. It'll probably take about 8 minutes. I just happen to have this sea bass in, and it's off about a 800 gram fish. And I've just taken it off, I've taken the scales off, taken all the pin bones out, and then just run the knife down just to score it like that. And we're just going to season the fish's skin, a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm just just going to let that sit just a little bit, just to draw that moisture out of the skin a bit. So when we put it in, it's going to be nice and crispy. Down here, I've just been it to temperature, and I'm just going to just toast some almonds that I've got. It don't have to be almonds, it could be hazelnuts, it could be pine kernels, but I just happen to have some walnut, some almonds, so I'm just going to toast them off, just so they're nice and golden brown. The pan's getting quite hot now, and I'm going to put the sea bass in, skin side down. Just don't burn these almonds. While that's browning off, I'm just going to dice the shallots up for the herb butter sauce. And then also a little bit of warm garlic clove sliced as well. I'm going to flip the sea bass over so the skin's nice and crispy. And literally that will only take about another 2 minutes on there. So just going to put it onto a cooler top just to finish cooking on the almonds as well. I'm just going to take the sea bass out and let it just sit there for 2 minutes. Cool. Shallot and garlic to that to make up the sauce. Don't want to get it too hot. You don't want to brown these, just want to slightly cook them just to, so they go translucent and not too, don't want them brown at all. These are going nicely. It's just a few almonds. It's amazing. So I'm just going to cook with this, and I know it's quite a decent wine, but I always think if you're going to eat, cook with something, you'll want to drink it. So I just think there's a little bit of Meursault in there. So reduce that down. And this is going to be the base for our butter sauce. It's all absorbed all the water and the stock. Just going to take a fork and just give it a little stir up. And to that, I'm just going to add some olives that I'm just going to chop in half. Just give it some extra flavour. If you don't like olives, you don't have to put olives in. But again, I had them in the fridge, so I just thought I'd add a few olives that would go well with the sea bass. Just 4 or 5 olives, cut in half. I'm just going to stir that in. It's reduced by half now. Probably a tablespoon of double cream. And to that, I'm just going to add about 100 grams of diced butter. For that, we're just going to stir in some chive and a squeeze of lemon. I'm just going to take the asparagus out and fish it up. Delicious. There we go. That's the roasted fillet of sea bass with the pepper couscous, chive losing. Marriage in heaven. Delicious.